Your physique isn't stuck because your arms are small or your chest is weak. It's limited because your neck is missing in action. You grind chest, back, shoulders, arms, and legs non-stop. But the neck nowhere to be found in your program. I'm Super A here to help you improve your complete body development, especially your neck muscles, the area that determines 30% of the first impression of your physique. Let's explore together how to turn this weakness into your most powerful weapon. The reason in your training that makes your neck weak and underdeveloped is because you have absolutely no direct exercises to stimulate this muscle group. While every other muscle group is favored with dozens of exercise variations, the neck is completely abandoned. You spend hours on chest with bench press dumbbell fly cable crossover. You smash back with deadlifts, pull-ups, rows. Shoulders get served with overhead press, lateral raises, rear delt fly. Arms have endless curls and tricep extensions. But what about the neck? It's forgotten as if it doesn't exist. The neck doesn't appear in your training program, but it can completely reverse your physique. A weak neck doesn't just reduce aesthetics. It directly affects posture, causes chronic pain and fatigue, and reduces 40% of your body's functional strength. That's the truth very few people realize. You've definitely seen those comparisons: a 35 centimeter thin neck versus a 42 centimeter thick neck. Same face, same body, same muscle mass. But add a few centimeters to the neck and suddenly the whole picture changes. You look more powerful, stronger, more impressive. The difference is night and day. Along with broad shoulders, thick chest, and big arms, a strong neck will suddenly make you so powerful and commanding that people will turn their heads wherever you go. It's not just about aesthetics. It's about presence, about aura, about the energy you radiate. And it all starts with a properly developed neck. I bet 95% of you have never performed a proper neck exercise in your life. You've never even thought of training neck as an essential part of your program. And you know what? That's completely understandable because no one taught you about this. You throw it into the unimportant secondary muscle category, just like calves. Week after week, month after month, your neck stays there. Weak, neglected, and increasingly becoming the most obvious weak point on your body. And maybe you also skipped calf day last week, didn't you? Yeah, I know. And the truth is, your neck barely gets any stimulation from daily life or compound exercises. Unlike legs that activate when you walk or back that works when you pull objects, your neck just sits there doing its bare minimum job. If you don't train it directly, it will forever stay weak, skinny, and literally make your entire physique unbalanced. Not only that, it also leads to poor posture, chronic neck pain, frequent headaches, and seriously reduces your quality of life. That's the price you pay for neglecting this muscle group. Bad posture, no aura, no presence, no real power. Let me fix that right now. I'll take you from a weak neck to a solid pillar, from an obvious weakness to an undeniable strength. A thick and strong neck is a complete game changer in the fitness world and in life. It doesn't just change how others see you, but also changes how you feel about yourself. It's confidence, it's strength, it's the energy of someone truly healthy. You don't just look stronger, you look like an absolute unit. More powerful, more athletic, more masculine, even 40% more attractive. Research shows that a well-developed neck is rated as a sign of health, strength, and protective ability, traits highly valued from an evolutionary perspective. But it's not just about looking like you eat dumbbells for breakfast. If you wake up every day with a stiff neck or annoying pain that makes you feel 20 years older, chances are your weak, lazy neck is crying out, begging to be trained properly. Your neck is literally the foundation that holds your head, the bridge between your brain and body. Strengthen it, and when you do it, can significantly improve your posture, fix chronic neck pain, reduce migraine headaches, increase concentration and work capacity by 35%. These are real benefits you'll feel from the very first week, and if you're in boxing, martial arts, football, or rugby, you already know a thick neck is basically your built-in armor. It keeps your head stable, reduces brain injury risk by 60%, and acts as a natural shield against impacts. Meanwhile, the average gym bro, he's flexing his chest, blasting his arms, but his neck looks like a bendy straw trying to hold up a bowling ball. And you know what the best part is? Your neck grows extremely fast because it's not a muscle group you accidentally stimulate in daily life. Unlike legs that activate every time you walk, or back that works when you bend the neck, is almost never trained. The moment you start hitting it properly, it responds immediately. This is one of the rare muscle groups where you can see crazy gains in just 6 to 8 weeks. And don't worry, you don't need some fancy medieval torture device to train it. I'll show you exactly how to build your neck at home with zero fancy equipment. And before you ask, no neck bridge exercise. This exercise can build a strong neck, but it's also like gambling with your cervical spine. Even if you do it right over time, it can permanently damage your C5, C7 discs, leading to herniated discs and irreversible chronic pain. So let's keep it safe, smart, and effective with exercises proven by science and tested by time. Before you even start cranking out any neck curls, we need to truly understand deeply how your neck works, because it isn't just there to stop your head from rolling off. The neck is a complex system of over 20 muscle groups working in coordination. It's got 4 main jobs you need to train if you actually want it strong. Functional and comprehensively developed forward flexion, backward extension, lateral flexion, and rotation. We'll go through exercises corresponding to each of these functions. First, forward flexion. That's the classic head nod we do daily, directly involving the sternocleidomastoid muscle, abbreviated as SCM. Remember this name because we'll be talking about it a lot. Yeah, those thick rope-like muscles running from behind your ears down to your collarbone. This is exactly what creates that impressive neckline you see in athletes. Train these properly and boom, instant neck thickness increase of 2 to 3 centimeters in just a few months, making your whole frame look 30% stronger, broader, and more commanding. The second function of your neck is backward extension or backward flexion. This is the look up at the ceiling move, a movement we rarely do in modern life, but extremely important. Here, the cervical extensors and upper traps are the big players, supported by a squad of smaller stabilizer muscles behind, like the cervical erector spinae. These muscle groups keep your posture locked in, keep your head steady when the weight gets heavy, and most importantly, they fight against forward head posture, the cause of 70% of chronic neck pain cases in office workers and heavy phone users. When these muscles are weak, your head will gradually jut forward, putting enormous pressure on your cervical spine. The last functions of your neck are lateral flexion and rotation. These are movements we usually completely ignore, but they're extremely important for comprehensive development and actual neck function. This is where you tilt your head to the side as if saying, let me think, or twist it left and right to say no to cheap meals. These movements powerfully activate the SEM, scalenes, and cervical erectors, creating balanced 360-degree development for your entire neck region.